I got a great afternoon show for y'all. I do. We want to talk about this back end. I want to talk about several things today. But first, I want to thank you all for the ones that's on their way in, as well as the ones that's gonna catch us in replay because they at work or had other things going on. Thank y'all from the bottom of OG's heart. I don't know where to start with this. The whole fight, from my own as a boxing fan for over 40 years, and from my as a fan and as a supporter of Clarissa Shields. By far, she's got to be the most gulliblest professional I've seen in a long time. And I didn't even get a chance to do the video. I didn't because I knew for a fact that they was gonna start that partnership shit. Hey LaDonna, how are you this evening? Aqua. It is a steamy 111 degrees here in the Mississippi Delta. And I've been working today, y'all. I've been trying to pick because my daughter made, shout out to my daughter Juliana, she did make high school cheerleading squad. And I know that's going to cost me an arm and a leg. So I've been doing what I do best, listing some stuff that I think will be an easy flip so I can prepare for when they get ready to ask for this money. They don't give us long to pay this cheerleading money. So me being a dad, I'm on it. But I want today to talk about the Gwoat, the gulliblest woman of all times. I mean this, LaDonna, and I'm explaining. I need you to hear me, Aqua. Last year was 450, and the year before that, and that was just in middle school. In all honesty, I'm trying not to panic. I'm looking at probably between $500 to $600, I know. And so I'm just trying to get ready, y'all. I've been through a lot this year, y'all know it. Between burying one of my sons, my health been up. I'm blessed though. But that's why I'm here. Because some of us are blessed and we seem not to acknowledge it to the point where we're squandering it. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about back end deals. You hear me, LaDonna? I want to talk about, because this is where Clarissa Shields is giving an explanation for only receiving a $500K purse. She said because she's in partnership, and I knew that was coming. That's all part of the back end mystique, game, lies, whatever you want to call it. But we are going to go, and we're going to read up briefly. How are you, Focus? Lord, please don't say that, Aqua. Lord have mercy. It's nothing I can do. It's nothing I can do if they was insulted parents in a public school and asked for $3,000 for cheerleading dues. I wouldn't even have that conversation. I would be totally out of that straight from the door. Hi, Linda. Thank you for joining me, Focus. I'm glad you're here. Today, Focus, we want to talk about back-end deals and what is being said about how many people, including boxers, succeed when they receive the promise of more money through a back-end deal. That's where we at right now. We want to talk about guaranteed purse versus upside, you know. Now, Clarissa has already acknowledged, even though she seemed somewhat embarrassed, that she was only paid, and I don't know why. The fight wasn't worth $500K if you ask me. What's the risk? What's the risk? Carissa told us the pros of this back end. But I'm not going to hold y'all up all this afternoon. I just want to share with y'all why it fails. Why back end deals flop. Are y'all with me, Sonya? Is my baby in here, Sonya? She really is, HB. Welcome, HB. How are you? Sonya, I be missing you. I do. If you don't comment or something or been and saying something in 2 or 3 days, I get word. Don't ask me why. Maybe I just get attachment syndrome to all y'all. That even though if I don't feel like it, I'm going to come live and share with y'all and give y'all opinion on matters that affect us in our community and things we just nosy about, that we just like to talk about. But today we want to talk, since Carissa shared and gave her honest assessment on why her back end deal is going to be lucrative and successful, and why it was okay for her to be paid $500K. So she's really down $1.5 million, because if y'all remember, she was guaranteed $2 million per fight. Okay, can we accept that? I sure will, Jake. Tell your cousin Gabe that my Cash App is pinned in the comments, and he can email me or put in the comments what he need me to shout out. That would be a blessing if you're not trolling me, Jake. My Cash App is in the pinned in the comment. I would be glad to support that brother. You're so welcome, AB. Sonya, can we talk about the realities of the back end for regular athletes and regular music artists and rappers? Can we take a moment and talk reality, y'all? Can we do that today? He may be. Y'all know what to do. Listen, if y'all don't see a super chat and I don't tell y'all that I received a Cash App, then y'all know what to do, folks. We don't do trolling at all. We ain't mad at you for not supporting us, but we didn't come here for trolling. How are you, Karma? Let me say that. Karma Serene. Good evening, all. Welcome. Thank you all for being here. Now let's get into it. Let's talk about how a back end deal works. A back end deal works simply by a guaranteed purse versus an upside. Most fighters receive a flat base guarantee. A back end deals adds pay-per-view points or profit sharing once an event crosses a specific sale or threshold. Y'all understand? Y'all follow me now? Thank you, Janie. The A-side advantage is only the main draw or A-side fighter like Clarissa Shields could actually get a back-end deal. She got big feet in the game. We're not denying that. But she ain't got common business sense. Let's talk about the risk or the flopping. If a fight fails to sell tickets or pay-per-view buys, the back end generates zero, y'all. $0 extra. Promoters take the financial risk up front, meaning back-end percentages only pay out after expenses, networks, and promoter investments are recouped. Meaning after everybody else get their money, if it's something left, Clarissa gets that. Okay? Y'all understand that? Why it fails most boxers? Why does the back end fail most boxers? The 1% reality, the vast majority of professional boxers struggle to make a living and rely entirely on small, flat-based purses. They lack the media footprint. Now, this does not include Clarissa Shields. She's not that boxer. She is premier. I'm not going to lie on her. Now, the reason why there will be no back end, I want y'all to consider if they only paid K54. We're not talking about Zeus. Zeus didn't have nothing to do with these purses. If they paid Clarissa $500K, they gave K a mere 54. She shouldn't have got that, y'all. She has a permanent injury. I say this again for y'all that don't understand. Listen, Kay had been retired from boxing due to a hematoma she received from a severe catastrophic headbutt she received in a fight 2 years ago. Kay was not even supposed to be fighting. That's why she had to come way over here. Now let's talk about where do we think this extra revenue gonna come from. Now we know for a fact that Clarissa did bring in, whether you say Clarissa and Zeus, or Zeus or Clarissa, they garnered over 16K people at State Farm Arena. That's pretty decent. But they didn't sell it out. State Farm holds over 18K people with a maximum capacity of 21K. She didn't sell out. Now, we don't know about their pay-per-view because in all honesty, do y'all even know anybody that paid Danza to watch that fight? But we can't talk about Ray J because, listen, you're talking about different promotional companies. I don't think Salida had anything to do with what Tashiki and Big Lex and all of them was paid. I don't understand none of this, y'all. This is why I'm talking about this back end. I honestly don't understand. How did they even generate? I know it, but I'm going off of what they released, HB. Thank you, LaDonna. I'm only going off of what they released, what State Farm released. State Farm said they filled 16K seats. That's all I got to go off of. Now, they might have gave away 3,000, 1,000. I can't say that for a fact or not, but State Farm reported that over 16K tickets left the arena for seats. I know she got finesse because nobody's told me where the extra revenue. So who, do y'all know anybody that got pay-per-view? Let's see if we can find out. How successful was the pay-per-view? Can somebody look that up? Can we find out the pay-per-view numbers? She really is focused. And you know what? And people, I guess, are somewhat disappointed in me because that breaks my heart to see somebody that works so hard and because of her obsession and her Jezebel spirit and her disrespect for marriage and black family, that she felt the need to befriend Remy, the wife, and backstab her for her husband. And now everybody wants to be mad at us because we say that's fucked up. It's always said, say a fight didn't even premiere as a pay-per-view. So who? Because that's right, I watched it for free. Danza showed the fight for free. So I don't know where the pay-per-view is coming from, y'all. Danza tried blocking in the beginning, but Danza broadcast this Clarissa Shields fight for free, unblocked. So where is the streaming revenue coming from? Pepe, whoa. What we gonna eat, y'all? Ain't here that I put some water on this bowl of life. Y'all speaking here, drink. Come on, y'all help me figure this out. Y'all help me figure this back in out. It wasn't HB, so what was it? So how did they generate the money to cover the boxers? I believe this fight gonna lose money, y'all. What do you think, son? I'm like, Danza quit on the broadcast. They did not go pay-per-view. I don't know about Zeus, because Zeus is his own network. That has nothing to do with Clarissa. Now, where's this back end money coming from, people? I know that's my question. Hey, Shawanda. Shawanda, how you doing today? Shawanda. Shawanda, give me a thumbs up if you hear me. I'm finna tell you something, Shawanda. Come on, Shawanda. Okay, you hear me? This is about you, Shawanda. I heard, Shawanda, that you've been in these YouTube streets hanging out with another OG. I don't like that, Shawanda. Shawanda. Don't let me catch you over there and none of them other OGs face, Shawanda. I'm telling you now. Did you hear me, Shawanda? I don't know, Shawanda. Ask Sonia's. This is the stuff that Sonia and HB them be telling me, say, how is Shawanda out here in these YouTube streets hanging out with these other OG content creators and not coming to see about OG Wall? I believe you. Y'all know sometimes Sonya can be messy. And HB messy all the time. I'm sorry, Sonya. You know, I just had to be, you know, when I miss you, I got to talk about you, girl. Welcome, everybody. Okay, back to the question, HB. A cut of what, my love? What a cut of what? Okay, we've already disproved the pay-per-view. We can't count no numbers as according to Zeus. They got their own network. They do their own thing for their own fighters. Let's talk about the person, the entity that only broadcasts Clarissa fights. The zone, they didn't charge for the fight. So what's left? Did they sell any beer? Sonya, where is the other money that Carissa said she gonna have coming in on the back end? What is she talking about? I didn't see no merch. Let me look up and see if it was any merch for the fight. It could be. Let's see. No, I didn't see no hoodies. I didn't see no hoodies, no t-shirts, no autographed boxing gloves. I don't know. Is it me? I didn't see any of that. Stop that, focus. Ain't no way. Now I know she was selling them voodoo bobblehead doll. Okay, let's assess this. Now I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion without disrespect, without ugliness, or sounding like, you know, like I get hate in my heart for this situation, because I don't. I find it to be sad. I'm OG the hard way. I'm from the streets. I've known a lot of people, a lot of family members in the music industry, what y'all would call the rap game, but not like what you would think. They were signing people to certain deals. Hey, Precious, hoping that he'd be. And see, that's the problem with a 360 deal. That's the problem with the promise of a back end deal. They're gonna sell you on a back end deal. It's worth more money than you getting your money up front, Sonya. They're gonna tell you if you take less money now, on the end it's gonna be 3 times that. Y'all get what I'm saying? See, she been hoodwinked. There's no way. There's no money at the end of this rainbow. Hey, Nikki, there's no gold, no pot of gold. They told her if she settled for the 500 instead of the 2, instead of 1.5, you will probably bring in 3 million. That's the game. Do y'all realize that's the game? And that's my only point today, because you know what? Believe it or not, there's some women in here that just got just as much financial value and worth is Carissa Shields. I know that for a fact. There are some black women in here worth just as much as Carissa Shields. And I don't want y'all to get got with these lies and these broken promises and these bad business deals. Ain't no way in hell later it's gonna be worth more than now. Exactly. All that's gotta come out of that. I read that. All that's gotta come in. See, that's how they hoodwinked her. And so the them having to pay for promoting her, they done flip the script and say, oh, you partners with us. You can help pay for your own promotion. That's the game. You know it, HB. That is the game. See, Carissa Shields is not the only young black woman that's successful and got money and got worth. Some of the black women are in here now. Just because some of us be on YouTube and some of us have other platforms just for an outlet don't mean, we just ass out. Everybody focus. I want you to go back to those last two press conferences. Everybody on the stages, Carissa is paying. Everybody, Carissa pays. And it's sad she don't see it yet. Now, Florida done got a check. Florida did not come out for those 5 or 6 hours for the free. Floyd Mayweather did not come out to solely support Carissa Shields for free. He was promoting that fight. Everything, HB. And why would I smile on that? That breaks my heart. That child worked for everything. All because she had a fetish for some AARP dick for somebody else's husband. Her legacy, from a success standpoint, is at risk. From a notoriety standpoint, hey, she gonna be in there. But from a successful standpoint, no, she ain't gonna be in there. She ain't gonna be in there. Yes, AARP. Pap is not skeeting sperm. Pap is 50 years old. It's P. I don't know why she running around here with that man, knowing that man nuts swing real low like sweet chariot. That man 50. That man nuts is on his thighs. Ain't no baby in them nuts no more. He done walked them nuts out. Ain't no baby in them nuts. Ain't no baby in them nuts. That man nuts is on his. That man ain't never worked hard. That man ain't never ate right unless a woman fed him. Listen, a black sorry man, listen, his days is over. Carissa's a fool. He did all he gonna do for Carissa. Get that lame ass tattoo. And pin him. Yeah, you wet. But Pap need to go, if she want a baby with Pap gonna have to go and get some of them big old prenatal supplements. He gonna have to go get some of them big ass 500 milligram iron pills. He can't indulge in any mood changing, mind altering chemicals. He gonna have to eat shit like broccoli and beets and liver and shit. because Pap is 50. Hey, Midlight, how are you? Yeah, he dry, Joe. I can't lie. He'll take care of himself. He wear them big old bag ass, hot ass jeans. One is nuts long in the hood. And he just got a big old wrinkled nutsack. That's what our nutsack look at 50. It's not firm and tight. It's just a bag of marbles. What you see is what you get. 50 is 50. You can't make a 50-year-old testicles measure up to a pair of 30-year-old. That man nuts is swinging like the bells from Notre Dame. I'm sorry, Sonya. I'm sorry, Sonya. I'm sorry. Damn, HB always starting some stuff. So now let's talk about it. I need y'all to give me some fresh ideas on where she gonna earn her other $1.5 million. Remember, Carissa told us she was guaranteed $2 million per fight under Win and Salitas. They only paid her $500,000. Now they saying, well, wait, we're gonna flip your 1.5 million into 3 million, but you're gonna have to wait on it. Oh yeah, she said for sure she having another baby, but she ain't gonna. White, see, Sonya, HB keep bringing it up, but you don't want me to talk about it, Sonya. HB, listen. HB asking me about these babies, Sonya. Now I'm trying not to talk about it, Sonya, but HB keep asking me. I saw that. Listen, y'all. Sonya, did you see Pap standing next to that woman in prayer and he wouldn't even put his hand on that woman's shoulder? This woman could have went in there and got hit and lost her life. That woman was going to war, win, lose, or draw. And he said he loved Carissa Shields so much, he wouldn't even put a Boy Scout hand on her shoulder in prayer. He just stood there with that red alligator shirt on, with the collar up like it was heavily starched. What was wrong with Pap's collar on that alligator shirt? Hey, Her Majesty. She got to make her money some kind of way, Keita. Good afternoon, Keita. How are you today? Now, I want y'all to understand this, people. Whether you're a man or woman, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your craft, you best take care of that first. You don't bring no woman into your business unless you bringing that woman into your life to be your wife. If you don't trust her enough to be your wife, then don't have her in your bank account. Ladies, that man is supposed to be a real protector and provider to you, not the other way around. You are not supposed to sign up to feed us black men. We got to snap out of this lie. How can she? She can't do that though, HB. She can't do that. Y'all know why she can't do that? Because she actually befriended Remy Ma, text, DM'd, befriended Remy Ma, and started fucking that woman's husband behind her back. Ain't nothing we can do to respect or accept that, y'all. Nothing. Nothing unless that's who you are. Unless that's how you move. See, they get mad and say people are hating on the relationship, hating on Pap. No, I'm an OG and I must tell the truth. Pap too old to be making women side chicks. Pap too old to need a woman to be a breadwinner. Pap too old to be a yes man. Pap too old to still be rapping. It's not my fault y'all afraid to tell a black man the truth. Pap too old to be a rapper. Y'all need to stop saying that shit. Damn, the man been rapping since 1996, y'all. Since 1996, he been rapping and still no freaking motion. Thank you, Aqua. I'm not finna lie for no man. Listen, everything I got, the little bit I got, I had to bust my ass for. I wanted a home. I knew I had to come down with that $20K. I never forget it. The first home I bought, I paid $20,000 cash money down on it. Because I wanted a mortgage so low that even if I had to pick up aluminum cans to pay it, I could pay it. True story. Everything I have, God gave me through hard work and prayer. And no black man needs a black woman to lift him. That's his damn job. She can never be nothing but his life partner and supporting cast. They pushing our black women out here, trying to make them the head of the house while your black ass is in the house. I say that again. Stop making our black women head of households with a black man in the house. Yeah, I didn't see what Lotto get paid. Did anybody see that? Focus. Because I hadn't seen. Now that's what we didn't see. Come on, y'all, let's get on it. What did Lotto get paid? Now, if they released everybody else, why we didn't see Lotto pay? Why didn't Lotto get paid? Somebody pull up that statement. Her Majesty, are you still here? Focus. Did you get a chance to see that payment from Georgia on what they paid those people? Because I saw it, but I don't remember Lotto name on there. Do y'all? Do anybody know how much Lotto got? You neither? No, that was her lie, Aqua. She said that because she really thought because she was, listen, screwing a married, rumored to be married rapper, that somebody was going to pay to hear her say how she was screwing him. Man, that young piss ass girl, don't nobody pay that girl no money. No, ain't that girl wasn't talking about nothing. Ain't nobody paid that girl no $1,000,000. Hell, Cardi B don't charge a damn $1,000,000. Hell, Beyonce don't charge $1,000,000. Stop that. Come on now. We smarter than this. Hey, Bridget, how are you? But Bridget, how can they do that for tax purposes? How can you work somebody in a public venue and say, oh, they didn't work? How is that so? I'm not saying it ain't possible, Bridget, but how can you say they didn't walk you in and don't report them, but they were there and did it? She wasn't invisible. I saw her pretty ass. I couldn't hear what she was rapping or what she was talking about, but I know she was there. I know she walked out with Carissa. Something ain't right. Y'all, and you know what? They say I'm going to be a hater either way it go, but I could see this fight losing money. I don't even see this like they actually didn't even pay everybody. They put down that they paid Ray J. Her Majesty had told me about it. Her Majesty had put me up on it. They even showed that they paid Ray J and Orlando Brown only $1,500 a piece. Her Majesty never been had that info. Now, I don't know. But I don't believe it though, Aqua. I know that those men carry more value than that out here on social media. But Sonya, we know Ray J can get more than $150. These people are, it seems like to me, Win and all this promotional team, they done committed blatant fraud. This whole bout, this whole fight seems to be a fraud. Ain't no way, Aqua K. Y'all know Ray J can get more than that. Y'all know Orlando Brown, long as he have been around, can get more than that. I can understand $1,000. But come on, Ray J, they were headline fighters for Zeus. And I get that, Sonya, but is that a rational, common sense business amount to report? Is it a common sense business amount to report? Don't report anything for Lotto, but y'all worked her that night. My only point is, it seemed like a lot of unprofessional paperwork has been turned into Georgia Commission of Boxing, and I think it's going to be a problem. I think it's fraud. I think it's intentional. I think it's messy, unprofessional, fraud. Could be wrong. Also, I have had to reopen a couple of my internet stores I told y'all earlier in the broadcast because, I know these chilling news is coming up. But listen, y'all, I am gearing up because I am truly looking for some giveaway items and I need some ideas from y'all. What would y'all like? Now, I want y'all to consider shipping. Something that wouldn't come in no more than, one of those standard mailing envelopes. I don't know. But I am diligently looking for, because I had such success with those Bass Pro Shops hats that I bought. And I think I gave away a whole sleeve of those. And it didn't cost me a whole lot to ship. So I'm really looking for some giveaway items for y'all because I really need to be able to show my supporters I appreciate y'all like crazy. And I like to show love. Now, ladies, if y'all like candles like me, let me know. Okay? Now, I don't mind adding candles to the giveaway and sending you a candle. That's like I bought this here, brand new today. This is a Bath and Body Work. Brand new. I buy all the candles, y'all. But I buy them for myself, not to resale. Brand new. 75 cents. I don't need the HB. It breaks. Okay, Aqua. Hey, Her Majesty. Her Majesty, we've been trying to figure out why they didn't report what they paid Lotto. Have you heard anything about that? We can't find anything about how much money Lotto got. We trying to figure out why did they report some people that worked and some people they didn't report. What's up with that? Maybe we'll start a candle giveaway. That's like this Broad Hill candle, Ocean Wave. This is $20 candle, y'all. Brand new. Brand new. And it smells awesome. I love my candles. I think these gonna be part of the giveaway. I paid $1.50 for this candle. So maybe that's what'll be on the giveaway. Oh, let me show you this vintage French. Now this is gonna probably be my first giveaway item, but it's gonna be more women generated. This here, believe it or not, is a vintage French oil burner. You put the oil in it, you take the top off, you put the oil in it, you light it, blow it out, put this on there, and you smell it all day. I think this is going to be first, and it's from France. This is probably going to be my first giveaway to one of my beautiful queens. I'm going to come up. I need to find out, focus, what size jersey you wear or t-shirt. I need, because I got some jerseys. Focus, you like basketball, football, baseball, or no sports? China, how are you today? Okay. Let me show you the jersey my son brought me this weekend. He know I collect them. And he know I'm a hockey fan. My second oldest son bought me this and brought me this last weekend. He know I love my jerseys. I ain't nothing without my kids and my family. Everything I've done and everything I've done has been on the strength of family. I can't even lie to y'all. So no, I don't have no respect for a black man that's sorry. I don't. I don't. I hate a sorry ass black man. I do. All the time, because I give away stuff that I like for myself. I would never ship and give y'all something that didn't have value or wasn't worth nothing. I don't even put value on it because I get great deals. And I can do that because I love y'all and y'all support me. Listen, we got enough content creators out here on this platform. They only use us for clicks and views. They don't care about what's going on with us. They don't even answer our comments. I just stopped watching the guy video because I'm like, shit, dude, you don't even answer comments, bro. You tell people to ask you shit, people ask you stuff, you don't even answer them. I don't like talking to myself. Yeah, that is real curious. And they talking about everybody, every big name woman that got paid and what she get paid, but Lotto. Now that's weird, as y'all say. That's weird. So what do we see coming from Clarissa for this next fight? Because I believe this was a wash. I do. I think when the final numbers come in, Clarissa going to be underwater. She going to end up owning winning records behind this leg. Everybody going to owe but Pat. I ain't so bad that she did it. But see, ladies, she went too far. See, y'all trying to pretend like y'all don't know how she got with Pap. Y'all want to pretend like y'all don't know how that heifer got here. And I'm going to say it again until the cows come home. She befriended Remy Ma, the wife, pretending like she wanted to be her friend, her associate. And she got in long enough to start DMing that woman's husband. And now she fucking that woman's husband, talking about she gonna marry him and have a baby with him. That's how we got him. Am I lying? Am I lying? Tell me what I'm lying about. Now, the reason why we still talking about it is because we still feel like it's fucked up and you done fucked yourself up in the process, Clarissa. We have no hate for you. We just don't like who you've become. That's just the truth. I still love you, but I like nothing about you, Clarissa Shields. You're not a bona fide champion. Not as long as you walk around here with that Jezebel spirit in you, proud of it. Not as long as you running around here holding a married man's hand and acting like that's normal. And we know it's not, Clarissa. All you got to do is stop defending the bullshit. You can just tell us one time, hey, shit happens, I love the man. Right or wrong, this is how it is. And keep your damn mouth shut. But everywhere you go, you try to shove that bomb down somebody's throat. You try to make this man be more than what he is. He's a rap legend. To who? Well, he's a rap god. Well, the man been rapping since 1996, y'all. Not one hit. 1996, he ain't never went nickel plated. And I tell y'all again, if a 50-year-old unemployed man knocked on the door for y'all mama, daughter, talking about he was a rapper and married, y'all would get on his ass. Am I lying, China? If a 50-year-old man knocked on the door for your mama or your daughter, married at 50 years old without a damn job, talking about he a rapper, y'all get on his ass. So how I'm being abnormal for saying it? Hey, Brown. Hey, it's going to be my first giveaway, Brown. I'm glad you said that compliment. Look for it. I told you it's going to be my first. That vintage French oil burner is going to be my first giveaway item. My first in candles for my queens. For my big guys, for my kings, gonna be some sports paraphernalia. Jerseys, posters, or something like that of their choice. Come on, y'all. Come on, focus. What sister or niece or mother or aunt you want to see dating a 50-year-old unemployed married rapper? I want somebody to tell me that's okay today. Just be honest. If that's okay, you can even lie and say you wouldn't care. You got a successful queen in your family, whether she got great character or not. She's doing great for herself. And here come a 50-year-old married, unemployed, unsuccessful rapper to pick her up. Man, y'all better stop lying to this man. Y'all need to stop lying to Carissa. Tell her the truth. You looking crazy. You looking crazy, Carissa. Okay, so far, I got 3 items for... No. I gotta find some extra large for my guys. What's today? Thursday. I got 1 or 2 more days to look around. Hopefully I can start my giveaway this weekend. I know it's Sonya. That's normal though. The crash out is coming. We've all seen it before. Sad but true. It ain't wishful thinking. We ain't bragging about it, but we already know a black man is not supposed to be a hole in no woman's purse. When y'all get through lying for pap, a good black man, first and foremost, is a provider and a protector. Don't make no difference how much money you make, Sonya, what kind of degrees you get. He can be a janitor. He gonna make sure you taken care of. Whether he's a janitor or a Fortune 500 boss, he is gonna be masculine. He's gonna be a protector and a provider. If you ain't getting that type of man, you ain't got yourself shit. Man, they keep leaving this door wide. There goes him. Michael, keep doing that. Stop playing with me. At the end of the day, a good man and a good woman is an investment for your future. And we got to be honest about that. We're not going to be young. We are going to get older. Our health is going to start slipping. And see, that investment going to have to pay off. It's some people right now that do well for themselves. But y'all, if they get sick, they would have to pay somebody to come in and bring them a cup of soup, to give them a bath. They hadn't invested anything in anybody worth a damn, for whatever reason. And there's no way to live. Listen, zero is so powerful. I'm going to say this again, and y'all write this down. Zero is so powerful that you can say 0 times 10 million. What's the answer to that math problem, y'all? What's the answer to 0 times 10 million? See, being a zero is powerful. Oh, yes, indeed. See, that's why you can't win with a zero. You can't win with a zero, man or a woman. If your child is running around on that zero shit, you gonna lose with your child. Why? Because 0 times everything is 0. And pal, my good people, is a 0. I didn't make that number up. He's out here embarrassing, disrespecting his wife, his family, his underage daughter, marriage, good black men, older black men, and allowing another person to do it. He's a freaking 0. And he still don't have no damn job. How big a 0 can you be? How big of a 0 can you be? Now, y'all ladies, I don't mean to talk nasty, but I know he hit it right. I know he make you feel some type of way that a lot of men ain't never been able. Listen, this here ninja take you places in the bedroom that no man has ever taken you. That's good and fine. As long as you remember, he's still a 0. So don't give him no credit card. Don't give him your car keys. Drop his ass back off. Don't give him a key to your apartment. And if you let him stay all night, cook him breakfast and tell him you got to go to work even if you don't, and let his ass out the door. Now, I didn't say that you're supposed to shun a 0. I'm just being 100% honest. 0 is a powerful number. And anybody that chooses to wear the number 0, they are dangerous. See, in order to be a successful 0, you gotta reconcile the fact that you ain't shit. And you ain't trying to get shit. And you ain't doing shit. And you have to get shit. Why? Because you know, if you put your 0 up against their everything, that they're going to end up just like you. Now, let's not pretend like OG is wrong this afternoon, because some of us have had the displeasure of having a couple of zeros in our life. Am I lying? Some of us have had to get rid of a zero. And instantaneously, our lives began to get better. Am I lying today, people? Didn't your life started immediately getting better once you got rid of that damn zero? Come on, y'all. I don't like when y'all have me talking to myself. Even if the zero was just a friend, because you know what? You can't go nowhere with that friend, HB. That friend can't never pay for lunch, dinner, can't never pay for you to get in the club, can't never bring you lunch, can't never invite you out to dinner, can't never go on vacation, can't never contribute to the party, the drink, the smoke, nothing. Why? Because you chose a best friend that's a zero, and their job is to get you to zero every time they with you. How are you, Beard Wing? How are you? Don't feel bad, Beard Wing. Beard Wing, we've all had a zero. We've all had that distaste in our mouth and like, what the hell was I thinking, and why in the hell did I remotely end up with that zero? Because see, the zero come with no assets, to be honest with you. You can get a zero to be, can we be honest and adult? Hey, Brown, can I be honest? A lot of times when we discover we've been hoodwinked by a zero, don't be nothing good about them no more. The company don't be good. The time spent with them don't be good. The sex don't be good. The head don't be good. Nothing be good. See, that's why we get mad. We sitting up trying to figure out how in the hell did I let that nothing ass ninja, fake ass friend, I tell men all the time, I mean no disrespect, but if you want some good cat, you're going to have to get to know a good, hard-working, honest woman. Because they don't want good cat walking around at work or at home with their kids. Good cat ain't walking around in no club every Friday and Saturday night. That's just cat. That's just cat. I tell my sons. No, I don't believe good cat is at the club. You going to the club every Friday and Saturday thinking you're gonna find something good. No, you're not. No, you're not. Remember, you can smoke one with her or buy her a few drinks and go to the hourly rate motel and don't even know her last name, and she don't even know your last name. That's just cat. That's just penis. Really, you put yourself at risk and having to take a bath for nothing. Because it really wasn't worth the hotel fee. Don't ask me how I know. Good cat you gotta work for. Good cat come with responsibility. Damn, I swear it do. Man, listen. If you're a black man, I'm going to tell your ass this today. If you want to keep some good cat in your corner, you're going to have to make sure that cat car run good. If you want it to be yours and only yours, you're going to have to make sure her responsibilities are met and that she's protected and respected. You're going to have to make sure that she has the ability to clean up nicely and smell good and look good when she wants to, not when you want her to. Listen, y'all, don't be ashamed of it. Good cat costs, just like having a good man costs. Y'all, can we be honest? Can we be honest? We all grown here today. This month, this month, OG celebrated 44 years of marriage. Do y'all know I still have to do the same shit for this woman at her age now that I did when she was 17, 18, 19, 20. She don't never let up. And that's okay. I still have to make sure her car is well taken care of. Gas is always in it. Oil is changed on a regular. I wash bloomers in panties and fold them. I cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner as need be. Yeah, I do. If you want to keep a good woman, a good person in your life, you got to take care of her. Y'all, listen, I've learned a lot since I've been retired and disabled because of my health. I just discovered this year that women own a lot of panties. One day, I just got so sick of folding bloomers, I wanted to cry. And she called me on a break and she said, "Man, what you doing?" I said, I'm folding clothes. And she had me on speakerphone in front of some of her co-workers. And I didn't know it. She know not to call me on speakerphone. And she asked me, "What are you doing?" I said, "Girl, I'm in here folding clothes." I said, I ain't never folded so many bloomers before in my life. Lord, her and the women just laugh. She laughs about that now. Yeah. Well, I've learned this. You have to do these things on a consistent basis. In age, what she's grown into, how much gray she has, how much weight she has or has not put on, has nothing to do with the value that this person, this woman, this man brings into your life. And these are the people that we need to invest in. We don't need no zeros. Why, people? Because 0 times 10 million is still 0. I know it. I just found it out, though, Her Majesty. HB, I just found it out. Since I've been retired, roles have reversed in my household, where I'm fully retired. I hustle as best I can, to bring in as me, but, I'm not that financial anchor anymore. I play my role. Roles have reversed. I play my role. I refuse to be a zero. And I only bring that up because I want y'all to look at men and women truly for what they are. I'm not saying you got to stop socializing, association with them, but I'm telling you, you need to limit how close. We have got to start limiting how close we are to these zeros. Why? Because zero time HB, I think that that's normal for the to want love, but when it comes to your future, HB, when it comes to you choosing that man, you honestly able to say honestly that you are willing to fight with and for the rest of your life. When you choose that person, you need to be damn serious, HB, that he's not a damn zero. Focus. When you put your foot on it and say, I don't want to be a player no more. Screw them streets. I'm standing on being a one-woman man, a family man. Make sure she's not a zero. Make sure she wants the same thing. Y'all get what I'm saying this evening? Take it from your OG, even though you may not know it yet. 10 million times zero is zero. Papoose is a zero. And no matter what number we put next to him, the answer is going to be zero. Look at him. Look at his marriage. Look at his estranged relationship with how many kids, adult and underage. Look at his business ventures, his career. What can you bank on when it comes to something called a papoose? What can you bank on when it comes to something called a papoose? That's all I'm saying, y'all. Because I'm finna start. I'm hoping to get back to my cooking streaming where I can have my Ask Your OG sessions where guys can honestly ask me situations and circumstances about a woman on how they may think they may need help handling it and vice versa. Is this shit that man said to you weird? See, I'm y'all OG. Y'all just don't know it yet. You can ask me. You can call in. You can personally text OG and say, OG, I had an experience with somebody and they said this to me. What do you think about that? I'm your OG. I'm the OG that you can say, OG, this woman said X, Y, and G, and it made me feel some type of way. Do you think she meant it that way? Can you give me a different perspective? Because I don't want to think wrong about somebody I love and want to be with, but she done something that made me feel some type of way, and I don't want to jump the gun. See, everybody need an OG. Yeah, he's doing what a zero does, people. He does what a zero does. Point blank, period. And I realize that people are call themselves making choices according to what they want. But I'm telling women out here, you better make a decision when it comes to your future based on what you need. You need a good man. You need a good provider. You need a man that wants to be a husband and a father. My guy, you need a good woman. You need a good mother. And you need a woman that wants to be there to a man. No time to be building a brother. You can't build a 50-year-old man. I don't know where y'all got this from, but y'all need to put it back where it's at. Throw it back in the garbage can. You cannot build a grown-ass man or woman. They either got it or they ain't. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I had a conversation with a woman, and she's good people, but she ghetto-minded. I don't mind saying that. Why do you say that, OG? Because she got more concern on what she looked like than her credit score. She's got a regular job, making a decent living, and she's getting older, yeah. She's up there in age. She's an older black woman. Thank you, Brown. And she don't understand why ain't no man looking for her. Listen, good men are not looking for problems, ladies. You can't be out here being the angriest, the meanest, the baddest, the toughest, the masculinest, and expect for a man to look at you as a feminine woman. See, the problem with Clarissa here is we can blame the parents all we want to, but we all know people in this world, male and female, successful or not, that really believe that in this world, they can do what the hell they want when they want to. And we know that's a lie. Huh? We know that's a lie. Huh? We are truth to be self-evident that all men and women are not created equal people. They not. Okay, Her Majesty. Right, because like I said, hey, what's up, Rakeem? Nikki? We all know people that think they can do what they want or how they want to. Listen, her thinking it was okay to befriend Remy. I want y'all to hear me again now. Her thinking that she could befriend Remy and steal and take that man's husband and be blessed by fans and supporters and friends and everybody is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Come on, y'all. You know it, Aqua? And they handling her real rough. Everybody on stage, she paid. Y'all, if this ain't no slick pimping, what is? If this not slick pimping, please tell me what is. That's all I'm asking y'all. That's it. Did you see the amount? Now you got to remember, Carissa said it herself. If it was not for Pap, she would not be signed to win records. It wasn't enough that his sour ass was eating off of her. He went and got more men to eat off of her. Right. Now you know what to say, HB. You were duly warned. You thought you won a prize. Pap is not no prize, Clarissa. Pap is a 50-year-old AARP pipe rapper, failed rapper. And you got the audacity to call, if Remy is a washed up rapper, what the hell is Papoose? Just help me with that one, y'all. She had enough disdain and disrespect for Remy to say, now Remy done had 4 hits this year. 4 or 5 hits this year. Pep ain't had 4 or 5 hits out of 30 years in the business. But Remy washed up, but Pep ain't. That's why they ain't gonna fight. That's why shit ain't gonna, that's why her next fighter gonna be 3-1-1. Yeah, her next fighter, their record is gonna be 3-1-1. Carissa Shields' career has not gotten better. Listen, and I'm gonna give y'all my own personal opinion of Carissa Shields from a boxing standpoint. Opinion. Carissa Shields' last 3 fights has did nothing but diminish her star. Listen, every champion must be tested. Layla was tested. Every black male or white male professional athlete champion has been tested. You cannot go around hollering you the Gwoat and choosing 38, 40, 42-year-old opponents. And you say you in the height of your career and the most powerful. There's nobody for her to fight, y'all. Give me somebody else at 160. Let me show y'all something. She came down to heavyweight to middle. Now, who's her contender now? Who is eligible in the 100? Because she ain't going to go no lower than 160. Let's see who's besides Lauren Price. What is that, middleweight? Let's see who the best middleweights out there. Let's see what we can find out in her weight class. Cause see, they playing in our face with this boxing. She ain't gonna. There's no way she can go. She could never go down to Alicia weight. We might well stop talking about Alicia. Nobody worth nothing. Nobody. Not nobody to sell no tickets. She couldn't sell these tickets. State Farm Arena. I'm not saying that the judge, but I'm not gonna lie for Carissa. She know damn well State Farm Arena. State Farm Arena wasn't sold out. Hey, what's up, Her Majesty? Hold on, let me disconnect this Bluetooth. I got this Bluetooth to connect it. Hold on. I gotta take it. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, it's still on. Let me cut this out. Oh, man. Okay, go ahead, Her Majesty.
I'm gonna say, everybody keeps saying her she should fight Alicia. Neither one of them can get this weight class.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Then why are they trying to get Clarence and Alicia to fight when she can fight Caroline Dubois? Because ain't Caroline Dubois and Alicia both the same weight class?
That's not gonna happen, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta stop listening to Carissa. Carissa blowing smoke up our ass as boxing fans. Listen, she barely came down to 160. There's no way she's gonna get under 140. Let's stop talking about Alicia and anybody else that's 140. It's not gonna happen.
That's the thing. People need to tell her fans that because her fans seem to believe.
That's all part of her hype.
Seem to believe that, but the thing is, if you say you can fight Alicia, that means you can fight Caroline Dubois too. But then she's saying, well, how can I do that? She had 130 pounds.
Okay.
Like, that's weight classes for a reason. Well, that's the same weight class for...
Same weight class. Alicia is well under 140. Well, who's next? In the world, now she came down.
She said, what was it? Some people, I've heard people say, Michaela Mayer. Some people have said Tia Tebow, one of those, and it's another woman boxer. But the thing is, though, if they're all signed with MVP,
they ain't gonna happen. But Chris Cyborg not. Chris, why she don't take that?
Chris Cyborg, she's MMA. She wants to come to boxing.
But she still can box professionally, just like Carissa went to MMA, and she offered her $2 million.
Yeah, $2 million. A guaranteed $2 million, not 500,000.
You do realize they done told her that don't worry about the $2 million. Get this 500, cause we're gonna turn your 1.5 million that you ain't getting, and it's gonna turn into 3 or 4 on the back end. That's all part of the game with a 360 back end deal. They make you think you gonna get money. You ain't gonna get shit out the back end, cause ain't shit to make no money out the back end.
Especially when you just said, what was that? Even though they may not necessarily add it to the money that she got, but it's coming off the back end to make sure that she ain't getting no money. So Lotto supposedly now, her appearance fee is $1 million. Since she didn't have that baby, it's $1 million. Off rip. That's for a concert event or a high profile event. Which is supposed to be a high profile event. Supposedly Floyd showing 500,000. It's not more.
Just to be around there and do nothing.
Yeah, mind you, and you can promote yourself and keep the money in your pocket, but because you sitting up here thinking that you need these people to help promote you, you have to pay them.
And I know it. And I know it doesn't break your heart, but it breaks mine because she made 3 times that on her own without any of them. Without any of them, without Pap, Win Records, Floyd, any of them. On her own by the grace of God. This is messed up, y'all.
She up here seeking validation, but not knowing, baby, you got to pay for this validation, especially when you're getting up in the ranks like that and dealing with people like that. They are entertainers.
But it's nothing.
Money entertaining.
But HB.
You just giving them free money.
HB, she's selling us on she getting this. Okay, be careful. But there's nothing for her to get a cut out of.
Yes, she ain't getting nothing.
They didn't sell the arena out, and nobody did. Danza didn't do a pay-per-view. I watched the fight for free on DAZN.
That part. And ain't nobody figured it out yet.
So what back end money? We already know she didn't sell out, Her Majesty. No. So we know it ain't through the selling out the arena. Now we know that for whatever reason, on the amateur card, Danza was blocking out some of the fights, but when it came to Carissa, he didn't. Carissa wasn't pay-per-view.
Yep.
And I think that was on purpose. They didn't want her to get no extra money. They didn't want Win Records to have part of what they do. You know why? Because before Win Records and Papoose, do you know who had 100% rights to broadcasting all of Carissa Shields' fights without any interference? So why would they help pay them thugs? Y'all better look at what's going on.
But I think that they're not going to pay them. She's thinking that they are. She didn't read that contract.
Ain't no back end money. That's smoke and mirrors. They gonna blame. They gonna charge everything from the man that scanned the ticket to the man that cleaned the toilet and everything in between. And y'all gonna have a deficit.
Absolutely.
I've seen back. Listen, it is highly recommended, especially in sports, for nobody to take a back end. That's for social media people that like Charleston White. Give me 5.9, I'll wait on the other 5 when you get paid next month. You get what I'm saying? They'll put back in social media money and made it part of the normal business, and it's not. You lose.
But then I tell you that from the beginning, she not getting nothing. When I first did the breakdown, when I told her, I said, well, let me sit here and do a breakdown. I
right.
From the beginning, she would be lucky to make $250K. Well, this time, because she had to have other people help promote the fight and had to get Zeus to help, which I know for a fact they ain't get her nothing because her check ain't got Zeus' name on it.
No, they had nothing to do with that. That was a whole side deal.
Yeah, I actually sent you proof. One of the people got the information about Zeus Entertainment or Zeus Network writing out to Vicky $550,000.
Yeah, well, this is the second time that Zeus has been given the power by Win Records Promotion to get half of Carissa Shields' fight. They didn't broadcast the whole card last time, remember?
Yeah, they didn't.
She done partnered up some kind of way. Everything, they blaming it on the back end. Just wait, Carissa. Just wait. Bills come in. She's still gonna be waiting.
I told you she's gonna be waiting. I said that she don't get that everybody got their hands in this. Weird Records has their hands in this. I seen something else on Route 30 Promotions. Whoever Route 30 Promotions is, they got their hand in it. You see where it say Carissa Shields Promotions? If you go look up and see in all 50 states, there is no filing for Carissa Shields Promotions.
Oh, hold on. Route, if I'm not mistaken.
Route 30 Promotions.
Yeah, that's that girl promoted her own part of the fight. See, they didn't take it away from her like they took it away from the black girl.
No.
See, they left this. They left
They
it.
try to play Krishan out.
Yeah, no, they didn't let her and her husband or her promotional team or company promote the fight, but Kay did.
Huh?
See, people are always talking about shit like colorism. They always talking bullshit like colorism, racism, and them folk be guilty of perpetrating that shit themselves. You treated a overseas force retired boxer, Caucasian, better than you did your own cat, and you laughed at the other one being wheeled out of the ring.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. So,
Now, who hate black women?
it's her.
Who really hate black women?
She don't. She got a. She feel like she the end all be all. Baby, you are not. You ain't.
Hold on, HB say Manu Jones. So hold on. Who is Manu Jones? Who is he affiliated with, HB?
Find out who Manu Jones is.
Is that an Australian company? If that's an Australian-based promotional company, that's gonna be affiliated with K. I don't know, cause you giving me good info. Atlanta, Atlanta. What boxing promotional company is in Atlanta?
See what I'm saying? Too many hands in the pot. She's not getting any. That 500,000 is all she getting.
Atlanta ain't got no boxing promoters. Come on, y'all. And I heard that, but I thought it was K's promotion company. Wow, thank you for that, HB. Good looking out. See, you learn by listening. We be on it in here. That's why I tell people all the time, listen, sometimes you have to be careful about the energy you take in. We can discuss things that's going on that we like to discuss. And Her Majesty, we don't have to lie, blow it up, make shit be worse than what it is. These people screwed up all on their own.
I told you. I told you they was.
All that other extra stuff that a lot of content creators doing to help end this woman's career just for clicks and views. Stop it. Just talk about the shit she doing. Because the energy, I tell people all the time, regardless of who you are, the energy you put out comes back tenfold. And that's what everybody forgets. It doesn't make no difference what you do for a hustle, what you do for a living, what your position is in this world. The energy you put out, it comes back. So be careful on what you take in and put out. We can talk about the facts on public figures all day, every day. That's all right. But we ain't got no right to come in here and lie on folk. I don't think so. My people give me the facts and I go find the facts. That's like they don't even know that Carissa fucked her hand up before the fight. That's why she didn't let nobody take the glove. That's why Pap eased the gloves off her hand. It didn't have nothing to do with that knot on her head. That girl been suffering from hematomas. That girl wasn't supposed to be fighting. That glove situation, huh?
She sprained her knee before the fight.
No, she fucked up. They said she fucked her hand up. I heard through the grapevine she fucked her hands up, they taped her fingers up, and she went ahead and fought.
That's what happens when you don't do what you're supposed to do.
Now, I ain't saying it's true. Allegedly, I got that information, but I believe it. It's alleged, but I got that information in my email, and I believe it. Because there's no other reason for her to be walking around with them gloves on at the press conference, other than her hand was hurting, and she didn't want the cameras watching that closely. That didn't have nothing to do with that knot on her head. I could have hit Kay, and she would have had that big old knot on her head, because that's a permanent injury. She got a soft tissue injury called hematoma. Hematoma. Anytime she has trauma to her forehead, it's gonna swell up like that. That's why they would not allow her to fight in Australia. She had a bad fight over there, y'all. A traumatic head injury, a headbutt. This is fact. But if you listen to other content creators, they'll make it seem like it's something else. No. The whole fight was a scam from the door. They knew it's no way in the world that they didn't know her health history. Her last fight, what happened? It's no way we in record Salitas and they fight under Salita banner did not know that in 2024 she had a traumatic headbutt injury during a fight, and they forced her not to fight anymore. And Australia would not license her to fight anymore. That's a fact. Google it.
I'm not surprised. I believe it. No, because you know, Dad, you didn't have nobody else to fight.
And also, listen, also, to add insult to injury, they deprived Clarissa of a KO on purpose. They knew that that girl was going to swell up, and they was not going to let Clarissa Shields humiliate and knock her out. That's why you see everything but the kitchen sink white flame in that motherfucking ring. They was not going to let Kay fall. They was not going to give Clarissa her first KO. Clarissa is still looking for her first knockout, calling herself the Gwoat. Come on, y'all. It was a sham. Y'all didn't think about that, did you?
I knew it was a sham. You didn't tell me.
Clarissa got a TKO. The referee stopped the fight.
When the referee stopped the fight.
And it really was not a reason for him to stop the fight. They had a three count knockdown rule. They didn't even give her a chance to hit the canvas again. The referee or her corner. Why? Because they wasn't gonna let Clarissa stunt on that girl. And they knew they wasn't paying her nothing. Now Clarissa is still boasting about being bigger and badder than everybody else and ain't never knocked nobody out.
That's to keep the narrative going, and we know that's not the truth.
And ain't knocked nobody out.
And she knows.
Ain't never knocked nobody out. A sick older boxer went 6 rounds with you. The last one finished the fight. You won by decision. The one before that, you won before decision. These are older, halfway retired female boxers, Clarissa, and you ain't knocking. You done had 3 back-to-back opportunities to capitalize on weaker opponents, and you still couldn't deliver a KO. They really did know it was a sham, Sonya, and I'm surprised that more content creators and sports content creators are not talking about the woman's health. It's almost like they help perpetrate this fraud. It's public knowledge that Kay Scott had not fought in 2 years because of her injury in the ring, and that Australia would not let her fight. And nobody's talking about it but us. Nobody's talking about this but us. They want to blame it on the glove situation.
I seen a couple of them, and they smart. They not really trying to. I seen a couple of them saying what they thought, and it wasn't just about the gloves. Some of them had some.
Why was this girl in the ring with a 19 or 18 time undisputed world champ? Her Majesty is the question. They had not fought in 2 years. In her last fight, she had a traumatic head injury where she suffered with a documented hematoma, permanent hematoma. Documented. How are they getting away with this scam? How long?
They don't think people smart enough to talk about it.
How long? I just don't see how they are sanctioning these bullshit fights. I don't see how they even sanction this card. I'm so disappointed in women boxing, to be honest with you. Clarissa Shields is not a plus or a positive anymore for women's professional boxing. She's a liability.
And you wonder, and that's why we had a conversation last time we was on. You was like, MVB will be a fool to not try to make them fights. They not. And together got us first, got us good in there. Well, they not gonna make that fight. They know what they doing. Gonna style her right on out of here.
And
she gonna have to vacate them belts.
It's like I'm sick of women's boxing now because it's like all of them bullshitting. Even Alicia, this woman went and tried to embarrass you at one of your events and put hands on you, and you lied. Like you was gonna do something about it, you and MVP, and press charges. Y'all ain't did shit. I'm tired of y'all hyping up nothing.
Who's to say she's not? We don't know.
Well, when? It don't take that long to listen. I went to court yesterday. It don't take that long when you press charges against somebody. I pressed charges against that dude that came up in my house, and I went to court yesterday. Why does it take these people so long to go to court?
Think about it. They got bigger money than we do.
That's criminal. Listen, money ain't got no. You call, you get a that ain't got nothing to do with money. That's a criminal offense. You get assaulted in public, you call the police, they do the report, they investigate it, a ninja go to jail. This has nothing to do with wealth or money. This is criminal. I'm tired of women's professional boxing playing in our face, Aaron. Aaron, they playing in our face, and all of them lying and bullshit. Ain't nothing been done. Nothing been done about this bullshit. Now we got camel toe and teeth out at professional boxing. And I'm talking about the men. I'm talking about Ray J and Orlando Brown. Ain't nobody told Orlando to come out without a training block.
Nobody told neither one of them come out. But did you ever find out how much everybody made?
No, because Lotto ain't reporting.
All you gotta do is look up and see what her appearance fee is.
It ain't there. It ain't on that sheet.
From what I seen, and she said it herself, some people said it in her live and in interviews. She charged $1 million.
Well, no, that's on her page. That's what she said she's going to start charging people. She said she's requesting $1 million. She did that. Mm-hmm. I remember it. And I laughed at it. Just because you fucking a so-so rapper, somebody going to pay you $1 million when Cardi B don't even get that for appearances.
Shit, unless you Lil Wayne or Drake or somebody, you can't charge no $1 million. Because you ain't even on a full real tour yet. Who finna pay her $1 million?
Nobody. Nobody.
She ain't been in the game long enough to charge $1 million.
That's my point. Look like she did it for free. Because they reported everybody got paid but her.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm still, I told you, I got my fingers running right now.
Well, why would they? But why would they replete? They didn't say wait for part 2 of that. They done already, listen, win records and whoever turns in that paperwork, that's it. Ain't nothing coming behind that. That's it.
Well, if Lotto didn't get nothing, I know for a fact Floyd did not get nothing because he don't do nothing for free. When I tell you nothing and he needs the money now, he ain't do nothing for free. He always tell people the game is to be sold, not told.
Exactly.
So that means you gotta pay for it.
You sure do. Now that's the truth, people. That is the truth.
So what's happening with that, I don't know, baby. But what I do know is I know he at least charged $500 for appearances.
Wow.
He want his money up front.
Right.
That's not including taking care of all of his transportation needs, all of his other needs met, these hotels. If he decides to stay at a hotel, unless he took a flight right on up out of there. Because you see him show up to a party, they didn't pay him enough for that.
No, I didn't see nobody at the white party.
All that. He charged more for all of that. Just with him partying, upwards of $1 million to $2 million in order to let that happen with him. He didn't do her no favors. I know for a fact he didn't do her no favors.
I'm trying to find out how much did they speculating this fight generated. I can't find anything.
Didn't they say Kevin Gates was there too?
They paid him too. I don't know for what.
And for what I see, it says he charged was between 100,000 and 150K. And they want their money up front. They don't want no payment plan. They don't want no installment. They don't want no back end. They want their money up front. You have to pay them up front to get that. Just working out. Thank you. Yes. Take a cut with you.
Let's see what Forbes said about it.
I told you I got a tracker running.
Yeah, I'm checking Forbes.
Oh, everything that I get, information will go to one particular place. And I don't care who posts it first. It's gonna get it from every source.
I can't find nothing on the receipts. And that's crazy. Because normally, they brag about it. They brag about it.
And she ain't bragging now. You see, she had to come out and try to justify, $500, I'm getting more money elsewhere, baby. That's what they told you.
No, that's the 360 lie. That's what they tell you it's coming. They tell it's coming.
She gonna see.
It's coming.
And you know what she gonna say? Where's the rest of my money? Oh, you forgot we have to take care of this. Everybody who had anything to do with Win and Win's record shirt.
That's the norm.
When Win Records had money. You see, Shane Mosley was there. He had on a Win Record shirt.
See? I can't find anything, y'all. And I be looking because I don't like it.
I know most people be like ChatGPT. Yeah, I got a ChatGPT tracker running on that particular tab. And all the amounts that's coming in, I got it with the amount that was taken at the live gate of the fight. Every part of the logistics of that fight, I got it tracked. Every hour on the hour to find out what's what. And as soon as it come out, it's gonna tell me. I'm not playing because if not, my would like to know. Because I told you, I like to do the numbers. And that's why Raina said the numbers to say, you keep talking numbers, but the number ain't adding up.
Man, this woman made $500,000 in the trilogy alone with Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. You know they paid the women $9 million a piece.
Yes, sir. I do know they paid $9 million, and she's talking about her $8 million.
What is Clarissa talking about? Why do they lie so damn much?
OG, she's trying to rewrite history. On top of her,
but she lying.
She was the first female to headline at the State Farm Arena. Well, when it was the Phillips Arena back in the day, Layla did it twice before. So please stop trying to rewrite history. Stop doing it, because you just out here lying and think people ain't gonna quote you on what you say.
I swear she lying, y'all.
Layla did it in 2004 and 2005. Sold it completely out. Phillips Arena, what is now State Farm Arena. She did it already. So please stop by all means.
Everything they say is a lie. Why? And then I'm like, why do they give her this dumb shit that can be checked? I'm like, you don't even have to lie to kick it. Just tell the truth. Pap failing you, Win Records failing you. You need to get from up under this dumb shit.
Not failing you, they robbing you. Change that word. They're not failing her, they're robbing her.
Damn. She studied talking that. Aaron, she studied with that shit on highest paid, and them sisters got paid $9 million for one fight.
And you know what?
Each.
After everything,
each.
Each. And you know what they walked away with? Each, because they both have their own promotional companies where they promote themselves, and it's a real company. OG, they walked away with $6 million of those dollars.
I believe it.
So they know what they're doing. They highest paid, but you don't see them bragging about it. They take that in stride, like, hey, I already got paid more months, but I'm gonna let this fool out here say she got the biggest deal. But you getting $2 million per fight, and you ain't even got $2 million in the last 2 fights you had. Stop playing.
She's not, Nikki, and you should not apologize for being honest. She's not. By records, by earnings, nothing. I'm just being honest with y'all. As a fan, a professional.
Everybody say we hating on her.
Professional.
No, we speaking facts.
No, professional women's boxing. No, Clarissa Shields is not. She doesn't even have one knockout.
One legit knockout. Say that.
No, she only has TKOs. It's a difference. It's a difference between a TKO, what she just gave, and a KO.
About to break Chrissy Martin record. Was she fighting her fight this weekend? Or coming up? It's coming up real soon.
Damn, Layla had 22 knockouts. KOs.
She had 21. She had 21 KOs.
KOs.
She was 24-0.
KOs. Knockouts, not technical knockouts, stopping of the referee. You couldn't go no further. She knocked your ass out.
I was just gonna fix that. She had 22, it's 21. 21 KOs.
More than the girl had in the fight then, right?
Yes.
Because Clarissa got what?
She's sitting up here running with this narrative like God's gift to women's boxing, and she's not, baby. The numbers already done proved you wrong. It's not. But you keep telling this lie.
She sure lying. Lying like old dirty road.
We have to go behind her and fact check her every time she say something. She'll go outside and say the sky is green. Here, we gotta go check. We know the sky blue, but we gotta go make sure.
You sure gotta check behind. I ain't never, and it's like it's dumb to be, and then it pisses me off. She go on these podcasts and repeat the lie, and none of them say shit. I'm the highest paid. Well, and I would tell her, well, hold on. You know, Amanda got $9 million for one fight alone. You got a whole $8 million contract, and they didn't give you $2 million for yesterday. They only gave you $500.
You let me do it. I need to call all of them. That's why I write all this stuff down. That's why I do these breakdowns for a reason. Because I will fact check that junk.
It's sad, y'all. That ass came to this.
Any other person that I follow, any other channel that I follow, I would send it to them and tell them. You know, the other channels that I was on, I told them, that $3 million, oh, that was hers. No, it wasn't. That's an advance.
You ain't got to send me.
What are they saying now? Some of them saying, oh, it's an advance. I said, well, I've been told you it was an advance.
Cause y'all always.
They get their money off the back end off of her.
I don't get no rumors. My people, we research before we criticize. If we go in, we done took our time and check this shit out, Clarissa. We know you with the shit. We ain't coming on this platform saying you with the shit for nothing. We don't hate you. We just blatantly dislike you now. I do. I dislike everything about you, and I'm praying for a change.
I can't even say that I'm praying for a change.
I gotta hope everybody change.
That's on her. Like I said, this is her own downfall. We've been talking about this. for years, and now it's starting to come to the light. Everything that everybody been saying about her, everybody ain't telling the same lie on you. It's the truth.
I'm praying for a change.
But you gonna have to keep praying for a change. I'm not wasting my prayers on that. I could be praying for something else. Praying for something or somebody else who really need it. That sounds real cold-hearted, but listen, I feel like my prayers, like everybody else's, are valuable, and we ain't gonna waste them on people who don't see the value in themselves. I'm not wasting my prayer on a person who don't see that in themselves.
I ain't lying.
So I'm sorry. You can go ahead, OG. I love it. I'ma still love you regardless. I still love each of y'all regardless if that's what y'all choose to do. But baby, I am not.
Okay, love you too, girl. Be safe. That is my friend, Her Majesty. She always gonna pull up them true numbers. She always gonna pull up them facts, and she ain't gonna tell us nothing wrong, y'all. If she tell us she done researched it now, we do not come in here with lies and rumors against people. We just don't. We don't. At all. We don't have no reason to. Y'all, I want to take the time to thank y'all so much for being with me this afternoon. I may try and come back tonight if y'all out and about. I'd rather do a live than a video. I'd rather talk with y'all and spend time with y'all than a video. I do like doing my videos, but I'd rather come here and spend time with y'all. That is what I enjoy. I have more to talk about than in 12 minutes or 6 minutes. I be wanting to talk to y'all. I be missing y'all. So y'all, please keep cool. It is officially 111 degrees here in the Mississippi Delta. Y'all keep cool. If it is extreme like where y'all are, do not buy no wood nickels or no nickels with no holes in them. Remember, I'm y'all OG, and I love y'all. Until I see y'all again, I am out of here.